So guys, I'm going to start this video by saying I was totally going to change, pretend like this was another day, but it's not. If you watched yesterday's video, I'm in the same outfit because literally it's an hour later. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and I am doing another vlog, and I am going to continue my process of freezing all of my fruits and getting that prepared in the freezer, and then my tomatoes need to be canned, and then I need to find kosher wine. So I'm gonna go and take you guys to Total Wine so that I can pick out something for Shabbat coming up. And then also I need to go to the meat market, and I need to do all of this before like 2 o'clock when I start my work meetings. So for those of you guys that don't know, not only do I own a business, but I'm also a proud housewife, meaning that I like to do everything. I'm very particular about how food's cooked, where it's bought at, how it's prepared, what farm it grew at, all those different things. So yeah, I just take the time to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead first, put these in the freezer while I take you guys along on my journey and my day. Alright guys, so since I'm trying to produce more videos, I decided to vlog a lot more. And I'm trying to produce a video every single day, if not maybe just taking one day off a week. But since I am on a journey with my husband in order for us to be able to afford land and move out in the middle of the country in the desert and do all those different things and be a little bit more self-sufficient, then I thought it might be a good idea to be able to share that journey with you guys and just kind of what I'm doing to prepare myself and my family to be able to be self-sufficient, because we are going to need to be self-sufficient in the desert, which, as you guys already know, gets over 100 degrees. So one of the things that I like to do is I want to be able to be fully committed to making all of our meals traditionally and from scratch. So meaning taking that time to not take the easy way out and get fast food or any of that. Not only is it saving us money, but it is doing the biggest thing for our health. Now, one of the things we like to do is have smoothies in the morning. So all I'm doing is I have just a pan with a parchment paper, and I'm just taking the bananas right now and I'm just cutting them up and I'm putting them on here. And so I'm gonna freeze all of these individually before putting them in the bag. And I'm just going to fill up this with as many bananas and berries that I can, so that then hopefully I can have one big batch versus two. Looking at the container is probably gonna be two, but that's okay, that's fine. We'll just keep it going. And then also I am going to save all of the banana peels because I am going to make a fertilizer for my garden. So we try not to waste anything because, once again, once I'm out in the middle of nowhere, you want to be able to not have an abundance of waste, and also you want to be able to use everything to its fullest. Alright guys, so I was only able to fit the bananas and the berries on here, which is perfect because I'm going to throw this in the freezer, and then when I come back from finding wine, I am going to chop up the nectarines and the strawberries. Now, there was another YouTuber that she is I feel like we're kind of on the same journey. I don't know her or anything like that, but I'll put her YouTube channel right here. But I was watching her videos, and she works a full-time job, and she grows a garden, and she's really particular about how her family eats too as well. So she is all about, you know, the cooking traditionally, preparing food, preparing meals, and different things like that. And it's just her and her husband too as well. So I feel like we're like, you know, spirit gardeners and maybe one day we'll meet. But until then, I am going to, before I leave, put these bananas in this jar, these banana peels. Now, if you guys don't know, banana peels will add a lot of potassium and just greatness to your garden. And all you're going to do is you're just going to put the banana peels in there, fill it up with water, put a lid on it, and then just sit it on the counter and let it ferment. It's gonna get gross, nasty, and it's gonna stink. But I've come to the realization that every good fertilizer smells. So there's that. So those are all ready. But speaking of things and letting them ferment, look at how pretty my fermented onions are. Now they have been in the refrigerator, so they have really gotten their full color. Like the water's really gotten pink, and this is just going to be so gorgeous when I go to serve it. So I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator. This is gonna go on the countertop here. This is gonna go in the freezer, and we're gonna go find kosher wine. All right, guys, so I just got to Total Wine and More, and you know, I was thinking that a lot of people had tagged me in the challenge where you like say 40 things about yourself and all those different things and you answer the questions. And I'm not really good at just sitting and talking about myself for a long, lengthy time. So I thought that maybe I would just take you guys on like my little journey with me and vlog a little bit more, so then you guys can get to know me that way. So if you guys have any questions, then just ask them down below. And if it's like one that I get asked a lot or a really good one, then I will say that or answer the question in the next vlog. But I have a coupon, so let's go find some wines. Alright guys, so this is the section that I get to choose from, and I'm going to find some for Friday night dinners, and then I also want to find a good one that I can make my lamb with. Alright guys, so I had to come back because I have a meeting. I didn't make time I wanted, and also I didn't want my wine to sit in the car while I was at the meat butcher for when it's like 100 and I think it's gonna be 5 degrees today. But I wanted to show you guys this. Manischewitz makes an elderberry wine. I've never tried this. I'm super excited about it. And so we're gonna try it and see what it tastes like. Not right now because it's in the middle of the day and I still need to work. But I checked on my fruit that was in the freezer. So far it is not completely frozen, so I'm gonna still wait on these ones and maybe get these chopped up if I have time before I go to the meat shop, and then I'm going to warm up some lunch, and yes, I will be back when we're on our way to the butcher. So guys, I have to insert this part of the video because I completely forgot to cut this pumpkin open, but look guys, it looks like it's fine. That means I successfully stored a pumpkin for like 8 or 9 months, about 8 months. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull out all of these pumpkin seeds. It is a little bit dry in there, but I love pumpkin seeds. That's like my jam. And my thought was, I wonder if I can actually store pumpkins in Arizona with it being so hot. So I put it in my laundry room on the shelf in the back, and there's really never any light really going on in there except for like my grow room lights or when we're washing clothes, but we always turn the lights off in there. And I mean, it still feels fine, still feels a little bit hard. I don't know if this is one of those pumpkins I can just like mash up and eat, but I definitely have pumpkin seeds. Alright guys, so I am in like the industrial part of Phoenix, like downtown Phoenix, and there is a meat shop here, and then right across the street there is like where I guess they butcher all of the animals. And apparently there's more than just beef, so we're gonna go check it out. Alright guys, so this is the inside. It is super cool. They just are giving out a bunch of, people are coming and picking up their boxes and stuff like that right now. So they're a little low on things, but you can order whole animals. You can order them broken down. They even have wild animals too as well. So like your elk or like your pheasant and rabbit and different things like that. So this is going to be my new favorite spot to get all of my meat because it's really not that expensive. Alright guys, so I am back, and I must say that I am super impressed with that meat shop. Now, all of the meat is actually locally grown here in Arizona. They have grass-fed and they have grain-fed options. All of the chickens, the goats, the lambs, the pigs, the beef, they're all free range. They're all happy animals, like living their best life. And best of all, I can actually go to the farm because there's an address. And that's something that I think is amazing. So I'm gonna put all of their information down below. And the crazy part is that I actually won't even get my beef for another 2 to 3 weeks because the animal is still living its best life down on the farm. So that's just how fresh everything is. I didn't know that this was even in Arizona and an option. Now, I knew, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that last year I was trying to find a place to source meat. And so I found the Go to Ranch was doing ads, and so I bought some stuff there. And then Wholesome Foods, actually, I like their beef a little bit better, but this, when you walk in, guys, it is an actual butcher. You know, as you guys can see, like everything was in the cases. They were butchering everything right behind me, so you can actually see it. And everything's aged, everything's processed correctly. Like, I'm pretty excited about this, and I will be really excited to do a full review in 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, he said July 14th is when I can pick it up, because I asked for a couple of different types of cuts that won't be able to do until the 12th. So I will do a full review, give you guys a full update. But for right now, so they gave me this, which is like a beef cut thing. And then also they gave me like all the different things that they have. They have tons of different types of stuff, guys. Like they have pork, they have beef, they have lamb, they have dog treats, they have chicken, they have pheasant, they have rabbit, they have everything. Everything you could possibly want, they have there. And now when it comes to me getting the purchases that I get, when it comes to like getting like a half a cow or a full cow or a fourth of a cow or something like that, I want to be able to challenge myself to know that if I do raise these animals with my husband, if he were to bring me all of these pieces, would I know what to do with them? And that's really important when it comes to me deciding if homesteading is something that we want to do and something that we can do. Because when it comes to you growing your own food, that's the food. Like, you get it, there you go. So what you do with it is what you do with it. And being able to use every part of the animal, being able to know what to do with it, that's a big deal. And guys, this has been such a journey for me so far, just because 5 years ago when I got married, I didn't even cook. I cooked, like I knew how to cook, but I never cooked. I never opened my fridge. I never used my stove. My pots and pans had never been used, and I never did any of that. And it wasn't until I got married and I realized kind of what type of wife and partner I wanted to be, what type of woman of the household, being able to nourish my family, provide good healthy foods, fix all of our health issues that we had, because we had bad tummies, we had all these different things just because we traveled so much and we never were eating home cooked foods. So the fact that I've been challenging myself to be able to do this has been a big deal to me. And it's crazy to go from like normal city girl to now I'm gonna be like homesteading chick who can raise her own food and grow a full garden and feed everybody, because I know how to cook it too. So I'm gonna go over what I got. I'm gonna put a list right here so that you guys can see. Okay, so here's the list of what I got. I ended up not getting a whole half a cow or a whole fourth of a cow, just because I also wanted lamb. And so he said if I did a box, he could substitute the pork out of the box, because we aren't like a fully kosher household, but while I'm doing my conversion, I want to try and be as kosher as possible. This isn't a kosher, at least I don't think it is a kosher slaughter. So I think like a kosher style is more so what I'm going for. So anyways, that was just off topic, but we got 12 pounds of ground beef, 8 pounds of ribeyes, 4 pounds of flat iron steaks, 6 pounds of top sirloin, 8 pounds of tri-tip picanha, I might have said that wrong, 4 pounds of skirt steak, 1 brisket, 4 lamb shanks, and 2 pounds of beef marrow bones so that I can make some bone broth. So that is what we got. Grand total is going to be $470. I am going to show you guys what that looks like when I get it all in, so you guys can see what all you can get for $470. I'm pretty stoked about it just because it smelled right. Guys, there's a lot of times I've been going to the grocery stores trying to see if there's deals that, you know, we can get like maybe like at least organic beef or what's packaged to say grass-fed or something like that, which I don't even know because I don't even know where it came from. But the grocery stores have just been smelling weird, and I've had really bad experiences with getting like beef for sure out of them. So I really want to make sure that I'm giving my family the best thing that I could possibly give them and feed them in the best way, so, and myself. So I just want to be able to do the best that I can as a spouse to be that part of, you know, the marriage, since that's kind of what I do. That's what I do in this little thing we call marriage. So that's all I got, guys. I think this video is long enough, and I'm still freezing strawberries. I actually already took out the bananas and the blueberries, and I started the strawberries while I was on my conference call, so you guys won't see that in the video. And then I just have the nectarines, and then I can put all those up, and then I have to can tomatoes still today. But yeah, it's gonna be a long rest of the day. But until next time, guys, grow yourselves a garden, because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. And I'll put the meat shop's information down below.